Welcome to CBSE English Teacher. Let's now look at an overview of the lesson Indigo written by Louis Fischer for Class 12 English. Let's begin with the overview now. About the author. Louis Fischer was born in Philadelphia in 1896. He served as a volunteer in the British Army between 1918 to 1920. Fischer made a career as a journalist and wrote for the New York Times, the Saturday Review, and for European and Asian publications. He was also a member of the faculty of Princeton University. Let's now look at the prominent characters of the lesson. From left, the first character is Mahatma Gandhi. He was Indian national leader. The second character is Rajkumar Shukla. He was a poor farmer from Champaran district of Bihar. The third character is Professor J.B. Kripalani. He was a professor in Art College, Muzaffarpur, Bihar. The fourth character is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was a lawyer and later became the first president of India. The fifth character is Brij Kishore Babu. He was a lawyer from Bihar. And the sixth character is Maulana Mazharul Haq. He was also a lawyer from Bihar. About the story. The story is based on the interview taken by Louis Fischer of Mahatma Gandhi. In order to write on him, he had visited him in 1942 at his ashram Sevagram, where he was told about the Indigo movement started by Gandhi. The story revolves around the struggle of Gandhi and other prominent leaders in order to safeguard sharecroppers from the atrocities of landlords. Theme. Indigo deals with the account of an unequal battle between the oppressed and the oppressor. The plight of the rules under the unjust policies of the colonial lord is brought to light. The tenant sharecroppers of colonized India are able to foil the wicked designs of the greedy British landlords in spite of all odds. Truthfulness, sincerity of purpose, and untiring efforts of Indian leaders as well as that of the masses eventually bear fruit and spell the trump of the campaign against Europeans. Let's now look at summary of the lesson. This story describes Gandhi's struggle for the poor peasants of Champaran. In those days, most of arable land in the Champaran district was divided into large estates owned by Englishmen and worked by Indian tenants. The chief commercial crop was indigo, a blue powder. The landlords compelled all tenants to plant 15% of their indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. This was done by long-term contract. The British did not need the indigo crop anymore when Germany had developed synthetic indigo. Just to release the peasants from the 15% agreement, they demanded compensation. Some illiterate peasants agreed, but the others refused. One of the sharecroppers named Rajkumar Shukla met Gandhi in this regard and compelled him to visit Champaran because of the long-term injustice of landlords. Then the two of them boarded a train for the city of Patna in Bihar. From there, Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad. Mahatma Gandhi's humble and simple attire made the servants mistook him as another poor peasant. He surveyed before taking any vital step in order to get those peasants injustice. It was the time when British government punished those who in any condition gave shelter to national leaders or protectors. Gandhi's arrival and the nature of his mission spread like a wildfire. Many lawyers and peasant groups came in large numbers to support him. The lawyers accepted the fact that their charges were high and for a poor peasant it will be irksome. Gandhi rebuked them for collecting big fees from the sharecroppers. He stressed on counseling as this would give the peasants enough confidence to fight their fear. He managed to get justice after a year-long battle for the peasants. He also made arrangements for the education, health, and hygiene for the families of the poor peasants. He gave them the lesson of self-reliance. Let's now look at what conclusion we draw from this lesson. The Champaran episode was a turning point in Gandhi's life. His politics was intertwined with the practical day-to-day problems. He tried to mold a new free India who could stand on its own feet. He gave the peasants the valuable lesson of self-reliance. Let's now locate some of the places on map. South Africa is the country where Gandhi spent 20 years. And after that he came to India in the year 1916. Champaran movement started from a place called Champaran, which is located in Bihar. There was a peasant whose name was Rajkumar Shukla, who was the leader of all the peasants. When Rajkumar Shukla came to know that Gandhi is going to visit Lucknow for Congress session in Uttar Pradesh, he went to Uttar Pradesh to tell his problem to Gandhi. Rajkumar Shukla followed Gandhi to Gujarat, where Gandhi promised him that he is going to accompany him to Bihar after attending his session in Kolkata, West Bengal. On the scheduled date and time, Rajkumar Shukla reached there and both Gandhi and Rajkumar Shukla started for Bihar. Now let us look at some of the important places located in Bihar. These places are Patna, Muzaffarpur, Tirhat. Tirhat was the division under which Champaran district fell. Champaran, where the problem arose, and Motihari was the capital of Champaran during those days. Hope you would have enjoyed the overview of the lesson Indigo. Thanks for watching.